Hi, let me talk to you about content creation. Again. The thing with content creation is that everyone makes some sort of content these days. It's not just major industries making media for us to consume anymore, because we create our own entertainment by ourselves right at home. The process looks very straightforward, so the demand for this type of career is insane. I mean, you see it all the time, everywhere you go. Almost everyone is or wants to be a content creator. The platforms themselves encourage people to create by giving us as many tools as possible. But to me, there's obviously a difference between people that occasionally post some type of content and the more avid creators. The people that spend a lot of their free time making stuff. And that is who we're talking about today. These creators are very complex individuals, you know? It's like gambling when you try to figure out which insecurity each one has. But the most common one is the one regarding their work. Because despite the frequency and the amount of content we see daily, when you're the one making it for others to enjoy, it can get complicated. And this dissatisfaction is something that I feel everyone that holds content creation close to them has experienced. That's why I want to talk about it. But first, it's important to get into why people dedicate themselves to this. Because a common sentiment I see many times when you ask someone why they make content or want to make content is how fun it is to make it. And it is. You spend a significant amount of time building a piece of content because you had an idea that you want to throw out there. The process of taking that idea and making something out of it is fun, especially if it gets some type of feedback. Even as simple as making your friends laugh. It's how you see comedy daily while scrolling down your feed. It's just people trying to make others laugh for no specific reason. It's because something about the process of making that content is fulfilling. And there are no limits regarding the variety you can find. It ranges from memes to video essays, gameplay, comedy skits, animation, streaming. Many people with many different types of skills just want to share some fun with others, even if others means one person or 100. They just do it because they like to do it and it's fulfilling to them. In the case of reaction videos, it could be sharing the emotion they feel. In the case of gameplay, it could be capturing their experience and thoughts. In the case of commentary, it could be the editing. The reason behind the fun will vary from person to person, just like any other hobby. And as I said, because the word content is already a massive spectrum, you can have videos, music, drawings, writing, and so on. While it is a large portion of entertainment, it's also art. With social media, we see so many artists sharing their work, their process, and even have it be recognized at times, until it's stolen. But before we even get that far, while one of the reasons people make content is to have and even give a good time, others use the medium to simply express themselves. Both are perfectly reasonable motives to engage in content creation. It comes from a genuine place of sharing with others. There's even a chance of pursuing this path and taking it up as a job you can have an unstable income with. That already brings a whole new purpose to creation, but whether it is for leisure, an outlet, or a job, what hits the hardest is self-doubt. Every creator experiences it at varying degrees throughout the whole creation journey, either feeling they can do better or that they can't even if they tried. The latter is what is known as imposter syndrome, which affects everyone differently. Some don't believe they are as skilled as they or others think they are, where any sort of praise is taken up as a lie. And if they get no recognition whatsoever, they think, yeah, I deserve this. There's also perfectionism, where the smallest mistake ruins the entire work in people's heads. And those insanely high standards don't even let them enjoy what they're doing despite wanting to do it. These two are already demotivating, but it gets worse with how much content there is already. Almost anything you can think of has already been made, so comparing yourself to others who are more successful is almost a reflex. You look at other creators' content and think, why can't my content be like that? Other times, seeing some people getting success out of being cheap through an algorithm doesn't feel fair. But it's just how the algorithm and the market work.
So, you want to be a content creator? Well, it's very simple. Step 1. Market to children. This way you'll...
No matter the amount of effort or the passion being put into a piece of work, and no matter the outcome of such, there are people that will think to themselves and believe that their work is garbage when it's actually better than they're able to realize. And this is all before even publishing the work at all. After you work up the courage to get through all that internal self-doubt, you've yet to experience the external factors. And sites like YouTube are great at those because you never know what to expect.
Which one will change first? The policy, the layout, the algorithm?
And YouTube is what I'm familiar with, but it applies to every platform. While the creation process is enjoyable, platforms encourage people to value their content through things like views, viewer attention, click-through rate. For algorithms that are mostly broken, their word has to be taken at face value somehow. It's naturally concerning to see, obviously, when you're hit with things like having a breakout hit and then the pressure of not living up to it, or stagnation and seeing people not coming back to your content no matter what you try. It's actually crushing, especially if you have creation as your job. It really sucks. The effort, the hours of work, and that emotion you feel through the process can all feel worthless after you publish something you've made. There's also the deal of negative comments and pushback in general, but I feel that's a whole separate topic. All I can say about the dissatisfaction one feels with all these factors is that you should always try to go back to the reason why you're doing this. No matter if it's passion, career, or leisure. You have people that support you because they like what you do, so do it for them. Or maybe you have something else that drives you to make it, so do it for yourself. Even when it comes to my videos, I look at this stuff.
We grow being taught that happiness and sadness are opposites,
But I think they have more of a symbiotic relationship. Sadness is your average emotion, right?
No. I keep telling myself, these are bad, these are garbage, these are fine, and that's okay. All I need to do is keep trying until I learn how to make things that are actually enjoyable. And that's how you can look at it as well. Even if you feel that what you make is not great, or maybe not up to your standards, try your best to embrace that after you keep on figuring yourself out and learning as you go. Your project will become something that you can be genuinely proud of. When you look back, you realize that it was never really as good or as bad as you thought. It feels like looking at old pictures and realizing how much you've suddenly changed. It's easy to look at so much content and think it's enjoyable, but it's hard to appreciate our own efforts and how others had to go through a very similar journey. That's what makes it stand out.
Alejandro, this is stupid.
Why are you guys still
Like,
here?
yeah, it's embarrassing for us.
Absolute clown.
Exactly. Like, this is as confusing as the Crash Bandicoot video, man. I really don't like it.
Dude, seriously, what was going on there? Do you
Yeah,
know?
it's I don't. Do you? I don't think you know either. He's just so
What the fuck, man? You okay? Like, you're just sitting out there like you're not homeless. You know you're not. You're fine. But what are you doing, man?